Hello. Innovative ways to visualize information to enhance students' learning of biochemistry. This project's brief was given to us by Professor Neville. This is a biochemistry cycle working together to make life. These are the sorts of diagrams given to biochemists. Complicated? Yes. Keep calm and love biochemistry. These images, graphics are very complicated and not visually appealing to an audience. How do we plug our minds into the information? Innovative ways to visualize information to enhance students' learning of biochemistry. There's no single way to represent of any biochemistry molecule. So for me to go and design a molecule in a way I feel fit wouldn't really be a necessity for the sheer fact that people aren't looking at the way it's designed. So I feel if I was to try to design the way they actually look, this will complicate the user even more. There's no single way to visually represent any of the biochemistry pathways. So, as I've said before, keep everything nice and simple and cycle sorted. This gives you an idea of the actual pathway itself, and it's the citric acid cycle that we are very interested in, and that all comes from the glucose ice. This, we were told by Neville, is the most well-known diagram and most widely used diagram. It is clean enough, but as you can see from the little diagrams around the circle, it's a lot of clutter on the page, and to actually home in the bits of text information that's needed, it's a lot of information to take in. So it's trying to find a new way of minimalising this data, because clearly this diagram is just crazy. And then this one's actually one, personally, if I say so myself, maybe even one of my personal favourites. Even though it's black and white and it is just text, at the end of the day it is a diagram, and it's telling you the necessary information that you actually need from the Krebs cycle. So that in itself is very good, I personally feel, but still clearly a long way to go. And this is just lost. This is also a very clean and simple diagram, and even though they have the little iconography, it's not really needed for the sheer fact that there's no actual proper way to represent these, but still might give a bit of an idea for a user. But this is very clean, and if you had to learn one, I personally feel that this would be the one I would draw home to. Visual representations of biochemistry pathways are made by scientists, not designers. So it's now my opportunity to try to design for these people. Tutors tend to choose a representation of the biochemistry pathway that they teach their children. Sorry, my bad. Basically, tutors find a diagram that they feel is right, and then they say, okay, students, here's a diagram I've been learning for the past 40 years and I know it, so I want you to learn it off by heart. And to do this, they take out the words and basically have to fill in the blanks, which is far from ideal, but at the very same time, it does have a bit of gamification within it, but it's just getting these diagrams in a more user-friendly way than what they currently are. Neville had a really good point. There's a clock, but if it's tilted to the side, do you still know where the numbers are? So the reason I say this is basically if the diagram's turned to the side, what they've noticed when they fill out the missing spaces, if the diagram's turned around, they don't actually know where to put on missing spaces. So it's more of a memory thing that they just know that this is there, this is there. So it's trying to get an opportunity of finding what's what in the pathway. So basically improving the process of visualizing this information and to enhance the recall of students' learning. Where the magic happens, your comfort zone. So it's trying to get people into their own comfort zone and keeping a bit of magic around that. I feel I could do that. This is the problem. Thinking is what I am here to do as a design thinker, as a problem solver, as an innovator, as a designer, and then I hope to come up with a solution. Think outside the box, but I think this term's used very widely, and everyone says, oh, think outside the box. True, think outside the box, but think outside the box. But you still have to be inside the box, otherwise you're way in fairyland, and you don't want that there to happen. So Neville asked us all, are we ready for the challenge? Am I ready for the challenge? Yes, I am ready for the challenge. And I hope I'll have a very good proposal for Neville, and hopefully I'll enhance the learning of the students very well. Thank you.